Okay, in this video, let's talk about one-itis. Often in the manosphere, they talk about one-itis, where a guy just gets really hyper-focused on one woman. I suppose it can happen with women as well. But before I get into the topic, please like, subscribe, or share. Please visit the link below, beyond-dating.com, to get a free copy of your book, my book, this book, in electronic format. It's the sex education you never received. It's going to help you to find your soulmate. All right. So when itis happens, it comes from a scarcity mindset where folks think, oh, I just have to have this one woman. If there's this, if I don't have her, then there's nothing else in the world. Well, the reality today, in most places, is that there are thousands. Like if you live in a metropolitan area like New York City, Boston, Dallas, Fort Worth, anywhere, Miami, Charlotte, Seattle, watch out for the homeless people and the druggies. But if you live in any kind of major metropolitan area, especially if you're kind of on the East Coast, if you're east of the Mississippi, there are thousands of people that are compatible with you, within your state. I think one-itis maybe happens more in rural areas where there's not a lot of people around. But today, especially even with the internet, like, it's possible to connect with people all over the world. So you don't need to get in a rush, and you don't need to get overly invested in one person. This happens a lot, I think, with young men that get this specific attraction for this one woman, and they maybe don't have the self-esteem, or they don't realize their true masculine power yet, and they're afraid to pursue this woman, or they're afraid of screwing it up. They're just in a fear mindset, and they won't tell this woman that they are attracted to her, or they won't try to go out with her or do things with her. They'll just keep it to themselves, and they might try to do things like, help out or be nice or give her gifts or something, and expect her to like reciprocate. That's what I call like hope attraction, and I don't think that really works. You can't hope that a woman is going to be attracted to you. You need to go after the woman that you find attractive, start a relationship with her, but maintain your distance until she falls in love with you. Because this is what women want. They want this. If they're always thinking about you, if you're not there, they don't know where you are. This creates attraction in their mind. Women have to think about things before they do things. Like, they have to think about sex before they have it. This is why you generally have to speak with a woman before you get her to have sex with you. But I am not condoning sexual fornication. It's not good. Don't want to do that. It's important for you to maintain sexual discipline and maintain sexual purity. But with one-itis, as a man in particular, you need to have your mission. You need to put God as the center of your life and the center of everything. At least you should. I can't force anybody to believe in God. You have your own free will. You can believe whatever you want. But if you put God as the center of your life and His mission for you that He's given you as a gift, you need to be working that mission. And a woman can come along and help out. But the minute you take your mission and set it aside and take her and put her in the center of your relationship, or in the center of your life, as the end all be all, that's where troubles begin, because women don't want that power. It's not how they were designed. They were designed by God to be our helpers, men's helpers. All of this modern feminist garbage it's creating a dead generation, a generation of women that are overweight because of cortisol. They are overworked. They're probably undersexed. It's not good for women to be whored out to the military, corporate, industrial complex. The pharmacological, psychological, corporate, military, industrial complex. Don't whore your women out to those SOBs. Modern feminism was created as a mental construct to take women and put them in slavery along with men. So, it's very important, I think, as a man, for you to be concerned and working on and developing some sort of plan to support a family. This doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire or bringing in $200,000, $300,000 a year. No, you could be bringing in $50,000, $60,000 a year. That's enough to support a family. It'll take some creativity and it'll take some thrift on the part of the husband and wife, but it can be done. What you don't want to fall into is you don't want to fall into this setup where mom and dad are both working 40 hours a week, and then mom's expected to come home and do all the work, and dad, has to do the work as well, and like it's just this big mess of garbage. The ideal is men work, they get the job done so that the woman doesn't have to work. And preferably the folks that are getting together are believers, and they put God at the center of their relationship. That's the ideal, and that's the covenant of marriage. So it's very important. I think the problem today is a lot of these dating gurus. I mean, I think they're throwing out a lot of stuff that just makes things seem so terrible. All women are whores and they just want to destroy men. That's, kind of the very end of the red pill movement into the black pill movement. And that's not what we want. We want men and women coming together in peace, coming together for the right reasons, blessed and thriving in a healthy relationship for the long term. This is not an impossible dream. If more people know what I have to teach in this book, the better it's going to be. So don't get one-itis. Go get a copy of this book. Visit my website and realize as a man you're going to be fine even in a bad situation. You can handle it. God will not give you any sort of challenge that he hasn't already preordained you as being able to handle. So that's it for this video. Please like, subscribe, share. Again, visit the link below. Get a free copy of The Sex Education You Never Received. And as always, the light in me honors the light in you. Peace.